Hello everyone. Been a while. Been a long time, actually. I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of update slash new stuff going on. There has been a lot of stuff going on in life. I got a new car, got a new job, and unfortunately, the BMW blew up. Now, in today's video, we are going to be building the new engine, sorta, kind of whatever I have left. I've built some of it off camera, some of it on, that I just didn't really like the way the video was going, so I just scrapped the whole thing. I also got a new camera, so if that's why things look a little different, that's what's going on. So currently I'm at my shop, and I'm waiting for one of the guys to clear out so we can film, and I don't interrupt his day, he doesn't interrupt mine, and you know, all that stuff. But right now I'll probably go get some paint, and yeah, we'll pick it back up on... Okay, so we made it back to my shop. I ended up grabbing some wrinkle black, and I'll show you what for in just a moment. Now this I'm really excited for. I'm really excited. I can't words, apparently. So I've wanted to do this for a long time, and right now I have the opportunity to, with the E36 being blown up. We'll get up to speed on that in a little bit, but yeah, with no further ado, this is an all aluminum L33 5.3 liter LS. I know it's a simple engine swap, but I've always wanted to do one, that or a turbo build, but because the car's my daily driver, it makes no sense to, you know, turbo it, make it less reliable. This is going to be cheaper in the long run, and I have all the friends that I need to LS swap something. They've LS swapped. I have a friend who's LS swapped, I think 3 or 4 cars now in a weekend, every single time, minus the first one. And he's kind of shown me, you know, what's up with this engine. So behind the front cover, we have a milling oil pump, timing guides that came with the engine. I don't even know what they are, but timing tensioner, sorry. I have the milling oil pump with the red spring, Corvette harmonic balancer, and a 6.2 Holly pan. It's from Amazon. It's the copy, because it's a quarter of the price. Now, in today's video, I would like to get the top cover painted, and both heads finished and hopefully put on. Maybe the trunnion kit. The trunnion kit might have to wait till the next one. So yeah, right now we're gonna paint the top cover so it dries, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the valves all lapped, LS7 valve springs put in, new valve gaskets. It's slipping my mind right now. New valve gaskets, valve stem seals. There we go. New valve stem seals put in, and yeah, we'll get on to that right now. Okay, so I got the valley cover all painted up, and now when you wrinkle black something, you have to let it dry to heat, but dry to heat. You have to let it dry when it's warm outside, so that way it wrinkles. However, it's cold as balls in here, and you can see my breath maybe. I don't know if this is the best idea. We're gonna use a heat gun and get it to wrinkle hopefully nice. So yeah, I'll see you after that. Okay, so I got it all painted up and dry. Honestly, it came out pretty good, all things considered. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get the heads taken care of and show you what's up. So yeah. Okay, so these are 4.8 706 heads. At the moment, I have LS7 valve springs. Let's see. Michigan Motors valve spring seals, valve stem seals, sorry. And that's pretty much it. The car is going to have stock cam, kind of whatever came in the engine when I got it. We're not going to go with too much power, but I'm hoping to make 350 with these heads and like just, you know, tune and all that stuff, good intake, all that crap. So at the moment, I went through and I've lapped the valves. I'm gonna go give these a surface with my die grinder and little finger thingy. I'm gonna give it a nice little surface, and we're gonna throw the heads on with a set of ARP head bolts. Now, I didn't go studs just in case I had to do a head gasket in the car, and you never know. It is a daily driver, and I do beat the ever-living piss out of it, so I hope it can take it. It can handle whatever I throw at it, and that's why I went LS, as I want it to be reliable, strong, make good power, cheap upgrades, and sound good. What more do you want? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to prep the surface on this one. I have to go ahead and throw new springs and lap the valves on this one. And I'm getting a phone call. But yeah, I'm going to have to just lap the valves on this one, throw some surface, valve stem seals and springs and, you know, all that good stuff. And hopefully you'll come along and enjoy the ride with me. So I'm going to quickly throw some surface on this off camera, and then we'll go ahead and try and set up a good angle so we can get this going and get these heads on today, because I really, really, really want them on today. Really, really, really want them on. Okay, so we're gonna pull the valves out. I got my valve remover spring thingy that I don't even know the technical name of, that I borrowed from a friend. Just kind of throw her on there and take it off. Now, if I were you, but I'm actually me, I take a magnet, and there's two little retainers in there. I'll show you in a minute, that you just, they hold the gabagoo. And there's two little half moon retainers in there that hold the actual top hat of the spring. I'll show you how it works in a minute. While you're pressing it in, just kind of take a magnet so you don't fall on the floor under your other car and get lost forever, and you have to pillage your friends' heads for a full set because you lost half of them. Don't do that. It's a bad time. You can see little half moon. There's two of these that go on top of the valve and kind of hold everything in place on top of the top hat. Now we got the valve and the valve stem seal. This is what I was talking about. You have the top hat, the retainer, and these little, that's gone forever, these little half moons that go right in there, keeps the valve from falling out. These are junk. So this will slide right out, and that is why we're going to have to lap that valve. You want it smooth. Right on the stem seal. You use the compound to grind the valve and the seat, so that way they become one uniform surface and gets rid of all that pitting. Now, under normal circumstances, you should take your heads to a machine shop and get them decked and get the valves lapped. It's very bare minimum. Valve guides, probably too, and get them all cleaned out and hot tanked. We're not doing that because no, like I'm not doing all that. So we're also on a time crunch and a budget. Like I said, it's my daily and it's broken. Womp womp. So yeah, there's an efficient way. Now you can take kind of like a suction cup and you kind of slide it between your hands, giggity giggity, and it rotates the valve back and forth. We're not doing that. We're gonna do this the easy, speedy Gonzalez way, and I'll show you exactly what that is right now. So what you're not gonna do, because this is not a tutorial, and I don't recommend this at all, because I don't know what I'm doing, is take a drill, put it on the end, take some Scotch-Brite, green, because that's what was on sale, put it in, and you're just gonna start cleaning out the valve. Now, we're not lapping it yet, we're just getting it cleaner. Does it make any sense? We're gonna try and get it all beautiful. Doing this, by the way, 16 times sucks. And I'm on number 9 right now. And before, it took me all day because I procrastinated for one head. So we're gonna try and do that today. Okay, now that I've got it relatively clean, it's not perfect by any means. Again, I'm in a machine shop. I wish I can get a new set of valves for these. Eventually I will. Eventually, when the time and money comes around. But like I said, this is an emergency build, so we're gonna kind of deal with what we got. Now, this disgusting, take the time to clean it up. Like, just take 5 minutes. Brake clean it, give it a wipe. You're better than that. You're better than just leaving it like junk, all right? You're better than that. Now again, don't do what I do. You're gonna take some valve lapping compound. Permatex green, if that's your fancy. Throw a little bit on there. Probably too much. You know what I mean? Probably too much. We're gonna throw it in here. Take your fancy drill. Now, I can't stress this enough. Be gentle, especially when tailing the drill to your valve, because you don't want that. You don't want there to be a little chip or a little knurl where your clip doesn't seat all the way on the top of your valve, and then your valve drops at 6,500 RPM. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want that to happen. We're gonna try and make that not happen. What we're gonna do now is, you can see that valve coming out, right? You're gonna turn the drill on, and you're gonna pull it towards you. Slow. You hear that sound? You hear how it went away? That means you push forward, put it in reverse. Same thing. Sound goes away, put it in forward, push forward, come back down. And we're gonna keep doing that over and over and over again. And over again and over again. It's not fun, it's not entertaining to watch, but we're here doing it. We ball. It's gotta get done. So I'm gonna do that, and when it comes out to be acceptable, I'm gonna show you what's up. Okay, so we're about halfway through, I would say. Now, I'm not a valve lapping expert by any means, so this is just what I figured out in lapping one head. So take that with a grain of salt. Now you can see, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little pitting right there on that surface. This surface right here. Let me turn on the light. Okay, so I think you can see that there's a little bit of pitting right there. That's what we're gonna try and get rid of mostly. Now this is an exhaust valve, so it's gonna be pitted. Intake valves are way cleaner, way easier. 1 pass, 2 passes, they're done. But that matte surface, you're gonna want a uniform matte surface all the way around. Now again, this is not a tutorial. If you blow your shit up, it is your fault. It's not my fault. Because this is probably gonna blow up. But that's besides the point. Now, I lost the compound, so I guess it's time to go home, right? Now, if you feel the valve start gripping, I would recommend you take a look at it, because I've noticed that if you're going too fast, the compound kind of blows out all the liquid, so it starts getting dry, and I don't think that's good. It might be okay, I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna call that good enough. It's pretty good compared to the original. It has a lot of pinning still, but compared to the original, it's better. The thing is, I've been told you can overlap, but I don't know what overlapping is, and I haven't found a picture. Let me Google that right now and see if I'm overlapping. So yeah, you can overlap. I've yet to find a picture. So we're gonna stop there. It says that if you kind of round the edge over, that's overlapping. I am at the edge, so I think I'm okay. We're just gonna send it. Make sure you wipe off your valve lapping compound every time you replace it with new stuff, by the way. I think that should be self-explanatory, but you never know. We're gonna take the Michigan Motorsports valve stem seals, and we're gonna take a little bit of oil that came off where the other one was, and I like to just lube the inside. Just get that hole little bit lubed, just so we can have some sort of slide, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's supposed to keep oil in, but a little bit of oil is not gonna prevent it from doing that. It's gonna slide on easier. It's gonna make me feel better. Does that make any sense? Now, we need the springs. Now, these are the bucks that came in. They're probably not comp cam springs, but they were free. I was told they were LS7, and they're blue. Who doesn't like blue? Throw that on there. And you know those things I told you not to lose? I lost them. So, yeah, rosed. There we go. Now we're just gonna kind of reverse the process. Screw this John in. I really wish I had an air-powered one, but I shouldn't even complain because I don't even own this one. This is my friend's. So, yeah. Now, if you have a bunch of dirt and debris in these and all your, valve springs and stuff, just leave it in there. It'll be good for it. Okay, so we got that valve spring in. Beautiful. Valves lapped, valve stem seals done, valve springs in. I only got 7 more to go, and then we can throw the heads on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that and get it done, and see you in a couple minutes. What's your opinion on chocolate pudding? I think it's the best thing on the planet, but some people are like, it's the worst thing. I think taking texture into account is cheating. When you comment on a food, I feel like it should be flavor only. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I just called myself out there. I needs more. All right, so homie's here. We're having the heat go on, so sorry for that. But I'm gonna throw some surface on it with this little finger doodad. Now this Scotch-Brite 3M, it's made by 3M. I forget exactly what it's called. I call it the finger doodad. And this head is about to get fingered. So, yeah, just I'm gonna throw some quick surface on it, and it'll be kind of like that. It's not perfect, but are we really striving for perfect here? It's gonna be stock. As long as it fucking holds liquids where it's supposed to hold liquids, I'm happy. So, yeah. Now I did check and it's not snowing anymore, so I'm gonna stay here and put these heads on. I really want to get this engine done as much as I can today. I think everything minus the trunking kit would be nice. And also, obviously, if you're doing this, don't stay too much in one spot because it does remove material. And the heads are aluminum, so you'll be doing yourself a disservice and probably gonna be going to the machine shop and grab some new heads if you just stay in one spot like a dotard. You know what I mean? Do some sense, people. Do some sense. Okay, so it's about time for the heads to go on, and yeah, I know exactly how to put some heads on, so let's just go do that.
Hey guys, Chris Fix here, and today I'm...
Alright, so we are going to throw the heads onto this hoe right here, and yeah, follow along because I know exactly what I'm doing. Exactly. Yeah, I've done this a million times. Okay. The wheel just fell off my stand. That's how today's going. Yeah. Well, guess what I just did?
You're filming your fuck up.
Yes, I'm filming my fuck up.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm an honest guy.
Doesn't make for good YouTube content.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I dropped my head, but I think it's gonna be fine. It was a little oily. Can you shut the fuck up?
Boy cat.
This guy. So yeah, I dropped it, and yeah, this is the way it goes. Thank God it's just a valve covered gasket area on the side. The gasket's still gonna seal. He's still gonna make noise, and we're just gonna put it on. Screw it. Would you look at that? Beautiful. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and cleaned up all the thread holes, got the heads put on. Now, it's been probably about 2 or 3 hours messing around with this. Had to remove the head that I was putting on, clean out all the threads, put them back in. I torqued all of everything to spec, put the ARP lube according to the spec sheet. And I think I'm gonna call it for today. And yeah, just gonna go and okay. So I just decided to step outside. Just decided to step outside and film a little outro. There's a bunch of guys working inside. My light just died, of course. There's a bunch of guys working inside, making a bunch of noise. Don't want to disturb them. You know the deal. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for today. It's been probably close to like 12 to 13 hours of mucking about. Got the engine, got the heads on. I think the only thing I'm gonna do is throw the push rods in and just kind of warm my car up and go home. I think it's about, let's see what time it is. It's 10 o'clock. So yeah, I think I've been at this since about 9 a.m. So it's 10 o'clock. I'm gonna literally throw the push rods in it, throw a cover over it, and go home. And I will see you guys next weekend with a brand new video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Okay, so we are gonna throw the heads on.
It wasn't just me.
How do you like that, YouTube? Eat shit.
Eat shit, man.